Oh, very good morning, all of you. I hope my voice is clearly audible to you all. Please inform me if my voice is not clearly audible so that I can accordingly make the setting properly. So, thank you very much. 99 students are there as far as my participant list is concerned, out of 115 or 17 students. So I think still the students are yet to join. So, but still the good numbers are there. Let us start our today's lecture. So till date we have seen. I will just review the things. Okay. Till date we have seen the process modeling and simulation, objective, outcome, syllabus details, exam schemes, some of the important features, right? Then reference books also given. Then broad definition of chemical engineering. Okay, what is physical science? Working definition of chemical engineering. Then we have also seen essential parts of chemical engineering. This particular essential parts of chemical engineering and all these topics, whatever been discussed in the earlier lectures, uh, have been extracted or taken from the B.V. Babu book. If you do not get B.V. Babu book online, I will provide you the first chapter's soft copy snapshots to your CPMS group so that everybody can access it. Whatever I am teaching you through the slides are just a extractive part of all the things. It is not all. So other things I am just trying to explain you for better understanding purposes. So PowerPoint presentations cannot be taken as a study material. Okay, the study material should be your books and the related chapters from which I have taken this. इसलिए you have to go through the books. Okay, so BB Babu first chapter is very important as far as the first session is concerned. Then Lubin first, second chapters are very important as far as first sessional is concerned, or whatever first term examination is concerned. So I hope the Lubin book and the Babu book, BV Babu book is already available online in a soft format, because many of your seniors or every year the students are used to provide me such types of books. Sir, this is available online, so I also keep the same as a part of my library of the soft books. So I don't feel there is any issue, to have the soft copies of such books, right? Or you can go through your nearby bookstores and you can purchase these books. Okay. Lubento you can purchase because maximum content of our curriculum is been adopted and taken from the William Leuben process modeling, simulation, and control for chemical engineers. So we have seen essential parts of chemical engineering in that process design, process development, control, and subparts of process design is process synthesis, process analysis, optimization, okay, development and control we have seen. Then mathematical models, in that we have seen the modeling definition. Modeling is a systematic representation of any system. It also reflects the behavior of that particular system, right? So system and process, that also we have discussed. So system is nothing but a broad terminology, process and whatever comes under the system, okay, that are the sub concepts. But system as a broad, okay, we can take anything. System may be your plant, system may be your distillation, okay, system may be anything. So modeling is itself divided into two parts: physical modeling, mathematical modeling, that we have seen. What is physical modeling? What is mathematical modeling? That also we have described, okay, on the day. Physical modeling, basically, we are not preferring, since it don't have any scope, to explore our uh, uh, real process phenomena, or what is happening with real process, that we cannot explore basically in the physical modeling. And whatever data we are getting, okay, uh, through the real processes where we are actually working, we are reduced down that data to the already existing empirical correlationships, which is derived from a dimensionless groups, okay. And the example I have given you, the double pipe heat exchanger and shell and tube heat exchanger. So that is called physical modeling, and that is why we are not able to, we are not basically focusing on the physical modeling. So while reading many books, you might have gone through physical modeling, and people are reduce down their data to the already existing empirical relationships or physical models present, and then finding out the trends, what would have happen. So as a part of deriving the trends, or imagination, or taking an idea, that you can use the physical modeling. But as far as the real uh, uh, experimentation is concerned, and research oriented temperament is concerned, we must have to see the mathematical modeling to explore our effects, okay, as depending upon the real situation and experimentation. So we are basically focusing on the mathematical modeling, and the subject name is also provided: mathematical modeling in chemical engineering, right? So there are many uses of mathematical modeling. So whatever plants you might have seen, so in your this one, आप लोग ट्रेनिंग के लिए गए होंगे, इंटर्नशिप के लिए किसी इंडस्ट्रीज में. So you might have gone across their control rooms, their plants. You must have asked the detailed operation of the plant to their employee, plant in charges, or the operators, and so on. So they must have taken you to the control room. That control room must be having a touchable screens, which is equipped with the control system to the equipments various which are present in the lab, plants. So via touchable screens, that particular operators or plant in charge, that are engineers, might have explained you or shown you the plant operations. Okay, so that plant operation basically been run on the basis of models which is already equipped or inbuilt to the system. ओके, जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल दूंगा कि कोई भी आप कंप्यूटेशनल हाई फाई सॉफ्टवेयर अगर आप यूज करेंगे, या कोई भी आप एडवांस कंप्यूटेशनल सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करेंगे, तो सॉफ्टवेयर कैसे रन करता है? उसमें दिए गए प्रोग्राम्स के बेसिस पे. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? So if suppose you wanted to find out any parameter, so that parametric correlationships, okay, is been provided in the form of model, and that is inbuilt in the software. Are you getting my point or not? So the softwares are the only, so whatever we are running our computers, machines, or laptops and all. So basically coding, decoding, and all types of JavaScripts, whatever programmable things are there already been inbuilt. On the basis of that only it might have run. Okay. So similarly, our computational advanced softwares are also run on the basis of whatever mathematical models and correlationships of various laws. Okay. Uh, and whatever day to day we have seen that are been inbuilt in the software, right? And there only it can run, and it can explore the effects of various things. So that is called mathematical model. So mathematical models already जो आज तक एक्सप्लोर किए गए हैं या एक्सप्लोर किए जा रहे हैं, वो सारे जो है ऐसे बड़े बड़े सॉफ्टवेयर्स में ऑलरेडी इनबिल्ट किए जाते हैं, और एंड द बेसिस ऑफ दैट ओनली इट रन्स एंड इट गिव्स यू द फाइनल वैल्यूज ऑफ द parameters, right? Just like RK4 methods, Lagrange's methods, and all types of methods can be also solved with the help of Polymath software, right? So Polymath softwares already have a programmable things of the uh, uh, equations, right? Mathematical equations, which has been already inbuilt there, and the program is already simulated by the polymath system. While we incorporating the input value, it gives us output value. This is something like that. So that can be a uses of mathematical models. So mathematical models uh, ये जितने भी फील्ड्स में डिराइव्ड किए गए हैं, या whatever in various aspects, these all mathematical models are being derived, keeping in view various uses and applications that are inbuilt with that particular system so that it can work finely, and we need not to have a iterative calculation again and again manually to be performed, which is a time consumable process, right? So first mathematical models use is research and development. पहला क्या use है mathematical model का? Research and development. So this question may be asked you for 3 to 4 marks. So discuss the uses of mathematical models or modeling. Okay, ये ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आपको 2 से 3 मार्क्स के लिए आ सकते हैं. तो पहला यूज है आपका रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में आप मैथमेटिकल मॉडल्स में मॉडल्स को यूज कर सकते हैं. How it can be used in research and development? Okay, you can determine chemical kinetic mechanism and parameters from laboratory. For example, whether temperature dependency है, first order reaction है, second order reaction है, third order reaction है. So whatever equations you are having of kinetic equations of this kind, okay, so depending upon that kinetic equations, inputting the value of the values of some parameters, you can able to conclude whether that reaction is temperature dependent, first order, second order, or third order. So that particular kinetic mechanism you can predict, okay, depending upon the parameters which you have generated from the laboratory. You can also explore the effects of different operating conditions, okay, for optimization and control studies, just like which combination of reactors may be used, whether we can use PFR, that is plug flow reactor, whether we can use CSTR, whether we can use the combination of both PFR, CSTR, or whether we can use CSTR in series so as to have the higher conversion rate. So, or conversion, every chemical engineer is expecting 99% conversion, so that nothing should be gone into waste, right? So for that we are experimenting, okay. So XA versus T, then CA versus T, all these parameters, parametric information via a mathematical modeling, we can explore, and we can explore the best possible condition, for having a 99 point or maximum conversion, okay. Then we can aiding in scale up calculation, that is size and type of the reactor based on the above study. तो इस कॉम्बिनेशन के हिसाब से कौन सा रिएक्टर किसके साथ, किस कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ आपको यूज करना है, और उसका साइज और टाइप क्या रहेगा, सो दैट आपका कन्वर्जन सबसे ज्यादा रहेगा. कन्वर्जन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज फार एज द केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग इज कंसर्न इन द रिएक्टर स्टडी. So that is the major focus of concern. Okay, so size and type of reactor कैसा होगा, depending upon your plant capacity, ओके, और किस टाइप का कॉम्बिनेशन आपको यूज करना है, ये सारी चीजें आपको मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग के हिसाब से रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में काम में आती है, राइट. सेकंड एप्लीकेशन इफ यू सी ऑफ मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग इज डिजाइन. डिजाइन में भी आप मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग को यूज कर सकते हैं. सो एक्सप्लोरिंग द साइजिंग and arrangement of processing equipments for dynamic performance. Your equipment must be given a dynamic performance, okay. So sizing and arrangement of the process equipments, okay. Cascade arrangement matlab the reactors which are placed in series. So one reactor, two reactors, three reactors, four reactors, five reactors, so that your conversion may be increased, okay. The unreacted part may be sent to the another reactor for the further reaction. Still another unreacted part will be there that may be sent further for the third in the third reactor for the chemical reaction to happen, so that the maximum yield may be taken place. Okay, reflux type. Okay, reflux type आपका कैसा है, उसका परफॉर्मेंस कैसा है, इस टाइप का जो आप स्टडी करते हो, ये डिजाइन में काम में आता है, ये भी मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग का एक वन ऑफ द यूजेस है. We can study the interactions of various parts of the process, particularly when material recycle or heat integration is used. We can evaluate alternative process and control structures and strategies. Okay, we can simulate startup, shutdown, and emergency situation, right? So, emergency situation में अलार्म बजेगा, या आप एक प्रोग्राम लिखोगे, ऐसा कोरिलेशनशिप डेवलप करोगे कि if this particular pressure or temperature goes beyond certain limit, okay, the program should be end up, or your plant should be shut down. So in this way, your control systems are already employed or deployed in all the in relation with all the equipments in the plant, and it will automatically, if that particular value reaches, it will automatically shut down. Okay, so in that way, we can use our mathematical modeling in design all the equipments. Then in plant operation में भी उसका यूजेस है. तो तीन यूजेस मैंने आपको बताया. पहला यूजेस है आपका रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट. ओके, उसमें ये पॉइंट्स. दूसरा यूजेस है आपका डिजाइन, उसमें ये पॉइंट्स. और तीसरा यूजेस है आपका प्लांट ऑपरेशन. प्लांट ऑपरेशन में कैसे ट्रबल शूटिंग करने के लिए, ट्रबल शूटिंग कंट्रोल एंड प्रोसेसिंग प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, कोई इक्विपमेंट आपको ट्रबल शूट दे रहा है क्या, कोई इशू है क्या उसमें. ओके, प्रॉब्लम प्रोसेसिंग के इसमें, तो उसमें भी आप मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग का यूज कर सकते हैं. एडिंग इन स्टार्टअप एंड ऑपरेटर ट्रेनिंग. ऑपरेटर और ट्रेनिंग के लिए भी आप मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग का यूज कर सकते हैं. कैसे? आपको ट्रेनिंग मैंने पहले ही बताया कि आपको एक पर्टिकुलर कंट्रोल रूम में वो ट्रेनिंग देगा, जो भी हमारा इंजीनियर होगा या ऑपरेटर होगा, और वो ट्रेनिंग वहां पे जो इनबिल्टेड मैथमेटिकल मॉडल्स है उस पर्टिकुलर टचेबल स्क्रीन पे, उसके ऊपर ही आपको ट्रेनिंग देगा. सो इन दैट वे इट इज कोरिलेटेड. ओके, aiding in startup and operator training and optimization of the plant. I have already told, if temperature and pressure goes beyond a certain limit, okay, your reaction may be hamper, and it may lead towards the formation of the byproduct. So optimization of the plant operation के लिए भी आपका modeling and simulation बहुत important है. So in this way, three uses are stated basically. So if the question comes, write down the three uses or different uses or uses of mathematical models. Okay, you should not confuse. You have to write these three uses. One is research and development, R&D. Second one is design. Third one is plant operation. And the sub points may be provided along with the detailed required interpretation, whatever been told to you. That is very, very important, right? Now, let's move to principles of formulation. What is this principle of formulation of mathematical model? Okay, actually there is multiple strategies or some of the stepwise strategies we need to follow for formulation of mathematical model. मैं अलग अंदाज में आपको कहना चाह रहा हूं कि जब भी आप मैथमेटिकल मॉडल फॉर्म करने जाओगे या रेडी करने जाओगे या आप तैयार करने जाओगे या बनाने जाओगे, तो आपको इन स्ट्रेटजीज को, इन स्टेप वाइज प्रोसीजर को फॉलो करना होगा. So these are referred to as the principles of formulations of mathematical modeling. Okay, these are referred to as the principles of formulations of mathematical modeling. Okay, so these are the principles of formulations we need to adopt step by step. Okay, so question may comes that to state the principles of formulations of mathematical modeling. So you need to chalk down these all 5 points and explain or interpret that 5 points. So first one is basis. First principle of formulation of mathematical modeling is basis. Okay, what is basically basis? Everybody will ask the question, what is basically basis? So basis are nothing but the all fundamental laws which needs to be applied depending upon the problem statement. Okay, for formulation of the model. आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट दिया जाएगा, उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में क्या आपको फंडामेंटल लॉ की जरूरत पड़ेगी. ओके, जस्ट लाइक सपोज मास में बी इवॉल्व as a whole in the problem statement, so you need to apply the total mass balance equation. Okay, if suppose components are involved, just like component A, component B, component C, okay, that are involved, so you need to apply component continuity equation as a one of the bases for the principles of formulation of mathematical modeling. If suppose the energies are involved in the form of thermal energy, temperature, okay, so you need to apply the energy balance equation as one of the bases for principle of formulation of mathematical modeling. Okay, if suppose you can say a force is involved, force, so you need to apply equation of motion or force balance law, force balance equation as a part of one of the bases for the principle as a principle of formulation of mathematical modeling. So all the fundamental laws which we are going to see ahead, depending upon the problem statement which is provided, that what is basically varied or the combination of all the basic fundamental laws which are being stated in the problem statement may be applied as a basis for the principle of formulation of mathematical modeling. Okay, so one should not confuse that what is basis basically. So basis are nothing but all the fundamental laws like total mass balance equation, component continuity equation, energy balance equation, equation of motion, that needs to be applied depending upon the problem statement provided as a part of basis for the formulation of mathematical modeling as a principles, right? Next is assumptions. Assumptions basically to model anything, assumption plays a very vital role. Okay, assumptions बहुत important role play करता है. Without assumptions you cannot go ahead. Okay, and it is very difficult to model. Otherwise, if you will not assume certain things, it may become a complicated in formulation of a modeling. Okay, so just like ideal gas laws, all the solutions are ideals. Okay, gases are ideals. Okay, uh, temperatures are constant, pressures are constant depending upon the problem statements. So that needs to be assumed. So that assumptions needs to be mentioned. Okay, if suppose isothermal system is there, temperature is constant. Okay, volume is constant of the reactor. So V is the constant. Okay, so if suppose certain parametric assumptions needs to be chalked down, that needs to be chalked down so as to state clearly that it is constant. That is why we are going ahead, to formulation of a mathematical modeling. If it is not chalked down, then that particular effect needs to be also incorporated in formulation of the mathematical modeling, and then that equation becomes a so complicated, which is a combination of so many things, and to assume so many data, so many things later on, to solve that particular mathematical model by creating or writing down the program C++ or Fortran 77 will be a lengthy part or a difficult one. Okay, that is why assumptions playing a very vital role. Assumptions are very important. So third parameter, mathematical consistency of a model. मैथमेटिकल कंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ ए मॉडल में इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट है कि मॉडल कंसिस्टेंट होना चाहिए मैथमेटिकली. इसका मतलब ये है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन, थर्ड स्टेप, is correlated to your unit must be consistent. Okay, in the problem statement you may be given a different unit for different parameters, so you must have to adopt or convert all the unit set to a one unique unit set. Okay, while performing a mathematical model for that particular problem statements. Okay, so mathematical consistency of a model means you need to apply or convert all the units in the one unit segment. Okay, then degree of freedom is also important. So number of equations must be equal to number of parameters. Number of equations must be equal to number of parameters. Okay, that is called degree of freedom. Your degree of freedom should be 0. So that is also mathematical consistency of the model. So these three important parts uh, are the uh, part of principles of formulations of the mathematical modeling. Okay, then solution of the mathematical model. एक बार आपने ये सब चीजें बेसिस हो गया, assumptions हो गया, मैथमेटिकल कंसिस्टेंसी पे आपने ध्यान दे दिया, फिर आपको उस मॉडल को सोल्यूशन करना पड़ेगा. ओके, मैन्युअली एक बार उसको सॉल्व करके देखना पड़ेगा, एक बार सॉल्व करने के बाद उसको वेरीफाई करना पड़ेगा. ओके, वेरीफाई करना पड़ेगा. सो सोल्यूशन ऑफ द मैथमेटिकल मॉडल maybe with the help of your programs, with the help of your different you know methods which is being employed for solving a mathematical modeling. Okay, differential equations को solve करने की जो methods आपकी, उसको आप उसके हिसाब से प्रोग्राम लिख के उसको आपको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. और वो सॉल्व किया हुआ मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन भी सेम आता है कि नहीं, वो वेरीफाई करना पड़ेगा. दैट इज व्हाई द लास्ट स्टेप ई इज employed here as a part of principles of mathematical modeling is a verification. Okay, whether our model is fine or not, okay, that may be verified by performing a manual calculation once. Okay, once, एक बार उसको करके देखना पड़ेगा, फिर वो मॉडल जो है आपका आपके फर्दर ऑपरेशंस के लिए तैयार हो गया, फिर आपको बार बार उसको कैलकुलेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. सो दीज आर ऑल बेसिस, assumptions, mathematical consistency of a model, solution of the modeling equation, verification are all referred to as the principles of formulations of the mathematical model. आपको एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, state and explain principles of formulations of the mathematical model. Okay, तो आपको जो है ये सारी चीजें लिखनी पड़ेगी ए से लेके ई तक, और जो जो एक्सप्लेनेशन मैंने दिया है वो एक्सप्लेनेशन उसमें टेक्निकली डालना पड़ेगा. टेक्निकल एक्सप्लेनेशन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, नॉन टेक्निकल इंटरप्रिटेशन इज नॉट entertain and important. So always write in examination the technical interpretation. Okay, now 109 students are there. Let's see the fundamental laws. Okay, so you must have recalled just now I have talked about the basis. Okay, मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले आपको बेसिस के बारे में बात किया, एंड मैंने आपको ये बोला कि जो बेसिस होता है दैट आर द फंडामेंटल लॉज एज पर द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स वी नीड टू अप्लाई फॉर फॉर्मुलेशन ऑफ द मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग. ओके, तो हमें ये जो फंडामेंटल लॉ है, लॉज है, ये देखने पड़ेंगे. मतलब ये जो प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ फॉर्मुलेशंस ऑफ मैथमेटिकल मॉडलिंग का जो फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप है, ओके, बेसिस, ये हमें देखना पड़ेगा ये क्या है. This is all about the basis fundamental laws which needs to be applied for formulation of a mathematical modeling. Okay, 1 minute. So these all fundamental laws one by one we are going to see, and how it can be applied to a system, that also taking one example we are going to see. Okay, which looks to be very very simple initially, but when the system is too rigorous or so advanced, that time we really have to hard work, to apply these laws and modify that particular all equations into a certain finalized form. That's why the basic is very very important, and we are starting from the basic itself, right? So the first fundamental laws which we need to be applied, For formulation of a mathematical model as one of the basis is total continuity equation. ओके इसको क्या बोलते हैं? टोटल कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन बोलते हैं. इसको अलग लैंग्वेज में मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन भी कहते हैं. इसको अलग अनदर लैंग्वेज में और अनदर टर्मिनोलॉजी इज आल्सो प्रेजेंट मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन. और मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन को टोटल कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन भी कहते हैं. ओके so the principles of conservation of mass when applied to a dynamic system, okay, says principle of conservation of mass मतलब जैसे conservation of energy होता है, energy cannot be created not destroyed but it may be transferred from one form to the another form, right? Just like it, the principles of conservation of mass when applied to a dynamic system. Dynamic मतलब टाइम के साथ में वो वेरी हो रही है. डायनेमिक सिस्टम के साथ में अगर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास को अप्लाई किया जाए तो क्या कहता है? व्हाट इट सेज बेसिकली, टोटल मास फ्लोइंग इनटू द सिस्टम. ओके सिस्टम में गया हुआ टोटल मास माइनस टोटल मास फ्लोइंग आउट ऑफ द सिस्टम. सिस्टम से बाहर गया हुआ मास इज इक्वल टू टाइम रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मास इनसाइड द सिस्टम इज इक्वल टू सिस्टम में जितना मास टाइम के साथ इंटरेक्ट हो रहा है, चेंज हो रहा है, वो सारी चीजें, इसको अगर आपने टोटल बोला जाए तो इसको आप टोटल कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन और मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन कहते हैं. ओके so this is referred to as the total continuity equation or mass balance equation, right? So the total continuity equation state the total mass flowing into the system minus total mass flowing out of the system is equal to time rate of change of mass inside the system. Okay, this is the principle of conservation of mass when applied to a dynamic system, right? This is very important. So we are just going to take one problem on this and then we are going to stop here for today's lecture. Let us say one particular tank. Okay, एक जनरल टैंक है आपकी. इट इज रेफर्ड टू एज अ रिएक्टर. ओके सो कंसिडर द टैंक. टैंक मतलब हमारे केमिकल लैंग्वेज में टैंक मतलब टैंक और वेसल्स अगर बोला जाए तो केमिकल इंजीनियर्स को समझना चाहिए कि वो कोई रिएक्टर है. हमारा स्टमक जो है वो भी एक रिएक्टर है. सो एवरीथिंग इज अ रिएक्टर वेयर द रिएक्शन टेक्स प्लेस वेदर इट इज वेसल. आपका कुकर भी रिएक्टर है. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? कुकर में आप लोग फूड पकाते हो ना, दैट इज ऑल्सो रिएक्टर. ऑटोक्लेव रिएक्टर है कुकर. कांस्टेंट प्रेशर पे वर्क करने वाला अगर कोई आपके हाउस होल्ड में डे टू डे आप ऑपरेशन कर रहा कोई यूनिट ऑपरेशन है तो आपका कुकर है. दैट इज ए रिएक्टर. ओके दैट इज ऑल्सो एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ए केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग. केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग का गुड एग्जाम्पल आपका आपके घर में कुकर है जो ऑटोक्लेव ऑपरेशन करता है और आपको जल्द से जल्द कम बजट में कम गैस खर्चा करके आपको खाना देता है, राइट? तो दिस इज समथिंग ए टैंक, अ परफेक्टली मिक्स्ड लिक्विड. शोन इन फिगर. कोई बोल रहा था क्या बीच में? So this is basically you have to consider a tank of perfectly mixed liquid shown in figure. नीचे दी गई फिगर एक टैंक है perfectly mixed liquid into which जिसमें a flows of a liquid stream flow हो रही है at a volumetric flow rate जिसका volumetric flow rate कितना है? F0 फीट क्यूब पर मिनट और मीटर क्यूब पर मिनट. सो फीट क्यूब पर मिनट ये क्या है? आपका एफपीएस यूनिट है. ओके एफपीएस यूनिट. ओके जिसको ब्रिटिश यूनिट भी बोला जाता है, बीटीयू. ओके जिसको ब्रिटिश यूनिट भी बोला जाता है. तो ये एफपीएस यूनिट जिसको बोला जाता है. तो all our chemical engineers who are working in chemical industries all over are using the fps units only. ओके एफपीएस यूनिट ही यूज करते हैं. तो ये वॉल्यूमेट्रिक रेट के साथ एक लिक्विड स्ट्रीम F0 इज द वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट, डायनेमिक सिस्टम है इसलिए विथ रेफरेंस टू टाइम ये लिक्विड स्ट्रीम फ्लो हो रही है ये हमारे मिक्स्ड रिएक्टर में, ओके, with a rate with a unit of F3 feet cube per minute and with a density of rho 0 pound mass per feet cube or kg per meter cube. So whatever liquid stream is flowing into the reactor, it is associated with its density. Okay, the volumetric hold up of the liquid, hold up मतलब reactor का वॉल्यूम, रिएक्टर के वॉल्यूम को क्या बोला गया है, होल्ड अप. So the volumetric holdup of a liquid in the tank is V. Okay, ये V जो है volumetric holdup of the liquid in the tank, जो V है, all the parameters are associated with this particular suffix T. It means it's a dynamic system. Okay, all are varied with time. Are you getting my point or not? So the unit of this particular volumetric holdup is feet cube or meter cube. Okay, and its density inside the tank is rho. Okay, अब ध्यान से सुनिए मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. The volumetric flow rate from the tank. अब ये हो गया आपका इनपुट, ये हो गया inside the reactor, and the output देखिए क्या बोल रहा है, the volumetric flow rate from the tank. टैंक के बाहर का जो वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट है वो है F. ओके, और इसका यूनिट भी क्या रहेगा, यही रहेगा, जो जो F दिखेगा आपको वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट का, तो वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट का यूनिट हमेशा आपका रहेगा फीट क्यूब पर मिनट. एंड द डेंसिटी एसोसिएटेड विद द outflowing stream is same as that of the tank's content, and that is also rho. So F0 rho 0 is referred for the initial stream's parametric information, and this particular, that is removing 0, is referred to as the output parametric information from this particular reactor. Now apply a total continuity system or mass balance system. अगर आप अप्लाई करोगे जो total mass flowing into the system, अगर आपको total mass flowing into the system निकालना है तो आपको वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फ्लो रेट और डेंसिटी को अगर आपने कंबाइन किया तो ये जो टर्म है, ये टर्म आपको टोटल मास मिल जाएगी. क्योंकि अगर आपने F0 मतलब फीट क्यूब पर मिनट मल्टीप्लाई बाय डेंसिटी किया फीट क्यूब, तो फीट क्यूब आपका कैंसिल हो जाएगा और आपका जो टोटल वैल्यू होगा वो होगा आपका मास. ओके, क्या होगा आपका मास, मतलब पाउंड मास पर फीट क्यूब. सो फीट क्यूब और फीट क्यूब कैंसिल होगा और आपका पाउंड मास पर मिनट. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? फीट क्यूब पर मिनट एंड पाउंड मास पर फीट क्यूब. तो फीट क्यूब कैंसिल हो जाएगा, पाउंड मास पर मिनट जो है इसका यूनिट आ जाएगा. तो दिस इज नथिंग बट ए टोटल मास फ्लोइंग इनटू द सिस्टम. Similarly, minus total mass flowing out of the system. If you again combine this output from the reactor, so and the combine this its unit, the units are feet cube per minute for F and pound mass per feet cube of rho. So feet cube cancel. It is also pound mass per minute. Okay, again it's a unit of your mass is equal to time rate of change of rho v. यहाँ पे क्या चेंज हो रहा है रिएक्टर के अंदर, टाइम रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मास इनसाइड द रिएक्टर. सो इफ यू कंबाइन रो इनटू वॉल्यूम, it is also constitute a mass. If you combine rho into volume, it is also constitute a mass because your unit of rho will be pound mass per feet cube. मैं ये बार बार बताऊंगा नहीं, since these are the basic requirement to tell you the unit should be consistent. तो ये अगर आपने एक साथ यूनिट का ये ध्यान दिया तो ये यूनिट जो है आपका रो का, ये पाउंड मास पर फीट क्यूब और वॉल्यूम का यूनिट है आपका फीट क्यूब. ओके, सो फीट क्यूब कैंसिल होके पाउंड मास हो जाएगा और टाइम रेट मतलब डी डी टी ऑफ टाइम रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ रो वी, मतलब ये क्या हो गया, डी डी टी ऑफ रो वी। तो नीचे डी डी टी है, डी टी का यूनिट हो गया टाइम। तो ये पूरे इक्वेशन का जो यूनिट है आपका पाउंड मास पर मिनट और पर टाइम हो गया। तो यूनिट इज कंसिस्टेंट। तो हमारा टोटल मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन और टोटल कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन अगर इस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम में अप्लाई किया जाए तो आपको एक सिंपल इक्वेशन मिलेगा, ओके, कि द टोटल मास फ्लोइंग इनटू द सिस्टम माइनस टोटल mass flowing out of the system is equal to time rate of change of mass inside the system. So if you see the units of these all, so every parameter's unit is pound mass per minute. Okay, so units are consistent. Okay, so you can also this very simple and important also, because this is going to be become a base for our further problems, right? So the units which I have discussed, since rho and v are also function of t, so an ordinary derivatives is used in equation 2.2. So this time rate of change of rho v is d dt of rho v is equal to this input mass minus output mass. Okay, the total mass flowing into the system minus total mass flowing out of the system is equal to time rate of change of mass inside the system. Okay, so this equation becomes a equation of uh, total continuity equation और द टोटल मास बैलेंस इक्वेशन फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम, राइट। तो इस तरीके से हम लोग बेसिस का यूज, कौन सा बेसिस, जहां पे आपका मास एज ए होल टोटल मास इन्वॉल्व है, इस तरीके से हम लोग टोटल मास बैलेंस को उस प्रॉब्लम्स के अराउंड आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो। दिस एग्जांपल इज द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द फर्स्ट फंडामेंटल लॉ of total continuity equation or mass balance equation, which is a part of basis in the formulation of the mathematical modeling that one should not forget, right? This is very important. So we'll continue in the next lecture because इसमें जो है आपका 2.1 2.2 0.3. Okay. So I hope, dear students, what is the strength? Strength is 110. So this is a concern from my side. CR will be there in the lecture, that the students are fluctuating. That means sometimes the students are 109, sometimes they are 100, sometimes they are 110. Okay, sometimes they are so the strength is not full. Okay, as far as my observation is concerned, the strength is not full, and somebody is removing in between, somebody is joining in between. So many times I was observing while teaching you this all dynamic process. Okay,